Good afternoon everybody, myself Vishvendra, I am the founder of Optimal Success Trajectory. Today I will discuss about force. So force is represented by the symbol vector F. It is a vector quantity. It has got dimensions as N1, L1, T minus 2. It has SI unit as Newton or kg, meter second minus 2. CGS unit as Dian or gram, centimeter second minus 2. It can be defined in two ways. The first is an average force, the second is instantaneous force. Average force is change in momentum per unit time. Suppose final momentum is vector pf, initial momentum is vector pi, and the time taken in this process is delta t. So average force is final momentum minus initial momentum by delta t. Instantaneous force is defined as dp by dt in vector form and just remove vector dp by dt in 1D form. So this is how we can define vector. This is called spider notes making, and the benefit of this is you just write the desired information which will be used in solving questions instead of wasting your pages, time, energy and filling up your mind with information that are of no use. So make sure that whatever information you are learning, they are quality information and they will be used in exams, because more the information, difficult it is to manage that information. So make sure you make notes in this form, to the point notes, so that you directly know what thing will be asked, what information will be used in the questions. Let's implement this thing. Suppose momentum of a particle is Ti cap plus T square J cap plus T cube K cap, and you need to find the first thing, magnitude of momentum at T is equal to 1, and the second thing, force at T is equal to 1 second. So before solving any question, make sure your mind follows 4 steps. Try to be an expert in the 4 steps. The first step is a silent mind. The second is generate the idea. The third is retrieve information, and fourth is calculation. So start with a silent mind. Make sure your mind is silent for 10 seconds. Let's work on the idea. So the idea is that we need to find the magnitude of P. So the idea is how to find P. Just think, just take your brain how you will find P. And the second is how to find vector F. Rack your brain for this information, that whether you learned somewhere how to find P and how to find F. This is how your mind will develop. So the information that you have learned, that you have stored in your mind some times ago, will say that if vector P is P1 I cap plus P2 J cap plus P3 K cap, then magnitude will be root under P1 square plus P2 square plus P3 square, and F will be dP by dt. Now come to the calculations. At T is equal to 1 second, vector P will be I cap plus J cap plus K cap. So the magnitude will be root 3, and F is dP by dt, which is d by dt of this thing. You just differentiate it, we get this. T is equal to 1, force will be I cap plus 2J cap plus 3K cap. If you need to find the magnitude, just square the terms, you get root 14. So in this way you can solve your questions effectively. So whatever question you solve, don't try to mug it solution. Don't try to learn the solution. Learn the process of solution. Because if you are just learn the solution and you are afraid of the process, then your mind will be filled with fear. Whenever you will see a different question, a difficult question, you will feel anxious, you will feel anxiety, depression, negative thoughts, uncomfortable feelings, and that will lead you to a state of mind in which you won't be able to do anything positive in your life. So make sure that you got quality of mind. Develop quality of mind and nobody can stop you. Thank you and have a nice day. Good morning everybody. Myself Vishvendra, I am the founder of Optimal Success Trajectory. Today we will discuss a question on vectors. So you are being given two vectors. Vector A is 2i cap minus 3j cap plus 4k cap, and vector B is 3i cap minus 2j cap plus k cap. You need to find A, B, A dot B and A cross B. As I have already told you that whenever you solve a problem, your mind follows 4 steps, and depending on the interrelation and synchronization of the 4 steps, you are a good problem solver or a bad problem solver. So if you want to be a good problem solver, be an expert in the 4 processes. The first process is a silent mind. The second process is generating the idea of solving question. The third is retrieving information from your mind, and the fourth is calculation. So we will start with a silent mind. So let's be silent for 10 seconds. Now let's work on the idea. So the idea is that A and B are the magnitudes of vector A and vector B. So just think how to find magnitude of a vector. And the third is A dot B. Just think how to find the dot product, how to find the cross product. Let's move to the information part. We know that if there is a vector A is equal to A1ik plus A2jk plus A3jk, then the magnitude is given by mod of vector A is equal to root under A1 square plus A2 square plus A3 square. So in this way you can use this result. Similarly for two vectors, vector A is A1ik plus A2jk plus A3jk, vector B is B1ik plus B2jk plus B3jk, then A dot B can be defined as A1b1 plus A2b2 plus A3b3. So you can use this result also. Third is A and B are given, so A cross B is given by this determinant. Now let's work on the solution. So vector A is given to be this, substitute the values. We have mod A 29, mod B root 14, A dot B as 16 and A cross B as 5i plus 10j plus 5k. You can do the magnitude as root of 150. So you have seen I am solving questions in front of you. So if you want to be a good problem solver, be a master in these four processes, and you can also be a good problem solver. So work on the four processes which are silent mind, idea, information and calculation, and test yourself furiously. Don't run away from your weaknesses, otherwise you won't be able to perform in your exams. You can't escape yourself. You can befool anybody in the world except you. Don't try to befool yourself. Learn the art of problem solving skills and be personally and professionally benefited. Thank you and have a nice day. गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीबॉडी। ऑप्टिमल सक्सेस ट्रैजेक्टरी ऑनलाइन क्लासेस में आपका स्वागत है। आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे कुछ स्पेशल सीरीज के बारे में, जैसे सिग्मा एन स्क्वायर सिग्मा एन क्यूब। सिग्मा एन इज द सम ऑफ फर्स्ट नेचुरल नंबर्स एंड इट कैन बी रिटन एज 1 plus 2 plus 1 up to n, which is equal to n plus 1 by 2. Sigma n square is 1 square plus 2 square up to n square. It is n plus 1 to n plus 1 by 6. This is sum of squares of first and natural numbers. Sigma n cube is 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 1 up to n cube. This is n plus 1 by 2 whole square. This is sigma n whole square. So these are some special series. Let's apply them in some questions. For example, we have to find 1 plus 2 plus 1 up to 10. So this can be written as 10 into 11 by 2, which is 55. There is a trick on that. Suppose you have to add 11 plus up to 120. You can see this from calculations. It will be 155. 21 up to 30, it will be 255. 91 up to 100, it will be 955. You just verify this by experiments, and that's just a simple trick. I hope you got the results. So whatever you learn, make sure you learn in a systematic way, in a to the point way, so that you are able to store that information in your mind effectively and retrieve it as and when needed. Thank you and have a nice day. Good morning everybody, myself Vishvendra, I am the founder of Optimal Success Trajectory. Today we will discuss about scalar product of vectors. So we know that scalar product, there are two vectors, vector A and vector B. Scalar product is defined as A dot B. It is also called as the dot product because we use the symbol dot for that. So we will analyze scalar product in its geometrical aspect and in its mathematical aspect. Let there are two vectors, vector A and vector B, and they are inclined to each other at an angle theta. Then A dot B is defined as AB cos theta. So this you can write as A into B cos theta, and B cos theta can be written as B parallel, which is projection of vector B along vector A. As you can see over here, B is making an angle theta with A. So if you resolve B along and perpendicular to A, so the parallel component or along A, it can be resolved as B cos theta. So you can use this definition that A dot B is A into projection of B parallel to A. In another definition, you can write A dot B is AB cos theta, that is A cos theta into B. A cos theta can be written as A parallel, which is projection of A parallel to B. So in this way you can use the geometrical aspect. Let's talk about the mathematical aspect. Let vector A is equal to a1 I cap plus a2 j cap plus a3 k cap, and vector B is equal to b1 I cap plus b2 j cap plus b3 k cap. Then a dot b is defined as a1 b1 plus a2 b2 plus a3 b3. A dot b is ab cos theta. So cos theta will be a1 b1 plus a2 b2 plus a3 b3 upon ab. So a is magnitude of vector A, and we know that magnitude is root under a1 square plus a2 square plus a3 square, and magnitude of vector B will be b1 square plus b2 square plus b3 square under the root. So in this way you can analyze the scalar product. So whatever information you learn, make sure you learn that systematically, point wise, and in all the aspects, and you must learn the information by heart. Only then you will be able to solve question, because problem solving involves certain processes. The first is a silent mind, second is the idea, third is information, and fourth is calculation. You must be an expert in these four processes. Learn the art of executing these processes in a proper sequence, in a synchronized way, and nobody can stop you from being successful in today's dynamic world. Thank you and have a nice day. Good morning everybody, myself Vishvendra, I am the founder of Optimal Success Trajectory. Today I will discuss about scalar product of vectors in terms of angle. So let's suppose that we defined a dot b as ab cos theta. So if theta is a cube, that means it lies